ടിസ്റ്റുകൾ നിറഞ്ഞ സിനിമാ കഥയെ വെല്ലുന്ന ഒരു ജീവിതം. UAE പൗരനായ അഹ്മദ് സാലിം അൽസആബിയുടെ ജീവിതം ആരെയും അത്ഭുതപ്പെടുത്തുന്നതാണ്. ഇന്ത്യയിൽ ജനിച്ച് 12 വയസ്സുവരെ ഇന്ത്യയിൽ ജീവിച്ച് ദരിദ്രമായ ഒരു പശ്ചാത്തലത്തിൽ ജീവിച്ച ഒരു മനുഷ്യൻ 12 വയസ്സിന് ശേഷം UAEയിൽ തൻ്റെ പിതാവിൻ്റെ അടുത്തെത്തി ജീവിതം കെട്ടിപ്പടുത്ത ഐതിഹാസികമായ ഒരു മനുഷ്യൻ്റെ കഥ. ഒരുപക്ഷെ നമ്മൾ കേട്ടറിഞ്ഞ ഒരു സാധാരണ ഇമാറാത്തിയുടെ കഥയിൽ നിന്ന് ഏറെ വ്യത്യസ്തമായ, ഇന്ത്യയുമായിട്ട് രക്തബന്ധം പുലർത്തുന്ന, അവിടെ ജനിക്കുകയും അവിടെ വളരുകയും ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് ഇന്ത്യയുമായിട്ട് എന്നും ഒരു ഹൃദയബന്ധം സൂക്ഷിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ഇമാറാത്തിയുടെ കഥയാണ്, ഒരു ജീവിതമാണ് ഇന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പരിചയപ്പെടുത്താൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നത്. അഹമ്മദ് സാലിം അൽ സആബിയുടെ ജീവിതം നമുക്ക് കേൾക്കാം.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmed Salim ALSHAREEF ALZAABI. I am Emirati. I am born in India. Nice to talk about me today. Like very nice story I have it. Like Bollywood movie. Inshallah they will take him for the Malayalam movie also. I will tell you about when I know my life, how is it starting from the 1984. Before that I'm starting my story, I'm telling about my story from my mother and my father. Mother's place from the India, from the Maharashtra, exactly from the Itsarkaranji name. The district is Kolhapur, but that time she is living in Mirch. District is the Sangli from the Maharashtra. And the people is talking about Indian, Hindi and Marathi. My father came to India for the tourists and meet to my mother. And my mother is from the poor family. She is working with her old friends. One day she saw my father in tourist guide. There is in hospitality. She is working volunteering. My father proposed for my mother for the marriage. She is not approved. After my grandfather, grandmother, and all my family, she is pushing my mother, and she is accepting that marriage. And that small city and small room, they married it. After 2-3 months, my father said for my mother, I have to go to my country, and inshallah I will return back. At that time, I will take you the UAE. And same time, she is a good take the news, and she told I am pregnant for the baby. He is very sad that time when he want to leave us from the India, but that time his rule is difficult, and the same time they will making the passport and this one. And he came back in 1975. He came back here, and when I'm born there, before I told you that my mother family is very poor. At that time I'm living there. I'm born there, very poor family, small family. I waiting my father, and everybody they will love me there, and they comment with me, your father is not come back, khalas, he forgetting you and your mother. Every time I'm crying and sitting in my home, too much crying, because I am living in poor family that time. And 1984, I hearing about my father. He came back and he asking about me, in which where he is married, that place. He coming and he don't know Hindi or nothing, he don't know. He's only telling I have my wife and I have my child, and this one I want to see him, I want to take him like this. And I am very happy. Something is dreaming is coming true. From the poor is coming rich man. And which is I see on the road shop. When I'm dreaming the shop is going inside, I'm going inside and buying anything I want. This is the dreaming for every poor people. He don't know Hindi and I don't know Arabic, but that feeling is everybody know about that hugging. When I'm hug my father, his feeling is very difficult that time. After that one, I am living with my father 15 days. 15 days he came to treatment there in Mirch city. After treatment, he said me, I have to go again, and I'm trying to get for you the passport and for the papers, and he took the papers. This within 15 days, we have one Indian man there. He translation for us, Arabic, Hindi to Arabic. Between us is one there. And he took the address from my father, and that time there is no mobile, nothing is there. And we are writing for father for anything I want. When he live from India. He is 1 month, 2 months, he's reply us. After 3rd month, we lost that address. And we are searching everywhere, the address we not found. We asked that man also, translation, where is our address, my father address. He said, no, I don't have, only you have that one. 1984 he left us from there, and 1988 he come back again. And he saw again I am poor and my family poor, my mother, why you are like this? Monthly I was sending the money for you. After we know the translation guy, he have the address and he know about we don't have the address. He telling my mother is sick, I am sick, I want money for the fees for the school, and he taking that. Now maybe he has a rich man in that city now. After that one he said, my father said no, I have to take my child anything. They want Indian government, we have to take from here. And alhamdulillah, Indian government, they helped me, and I helped my government of UAE in India, embassy from the Emarat from the Mumbai. They took me in that embassy and they're asking me. UAE consulate, they're asking people me in India. Indian some staff is there, they're asking me. You are yourself, you are going to there, and this is your father, this is your mother, and you really happy for go to your father without your mother, because my mother and my family mothers, they will not accepting before. But my grandmother and grandmother said, this is his future, and they have to go, because we are the people and we are dying like poor people. But he is, mashallah, maybe he's coming very rich, maybe there. That he changed his life. 1988, 10th of January, I not forget this date. That day he will took me. But before one day, 9th of January, my mother is very too much crying because she is leaving me right now. And she said, I don't want to see my kids going. I have to go from here now, Mumbai to Mirj. Mumbai to Mirj maybe around 400, 500 kilometers. Because she is leaving by bus, and she left me there alone for the one day. And the second day I am going to wait. From the Mirj to India, I'm coming happy, too much happy, because I'm going to UAE, I'm become the rich. I'm not feeling anything, I'm leaving my family. But when I leave my mother, I'm too much crying there, too much crying, and they will pulling me inside, outside the bus. And too much, that time feeling. And too much crying. She is crying. And they're pulling me, and they're pulling my mother also there. This is the 9th of January 1988. 10th of January my flight is there. I came by my father's passport here. I told you the government of UAE, they're helping me. And I come here 10th of January. When I came, first I went to our father's house, is meaning my house, in Abu Dhabi. In Abu Dhabi, yes. In Abu Dhabi, I saw like building the big, because we are living in a small village and small home. There's only maybe one bedroom and one kitchen room, only that one. But here, mashallah, the second floor also there, and very happy and looking. And I saw in that home there's TV. I don't have TV. Every time in India, 98, yes. I have to go to other people's houses, riches houses there, and looking. And sometimes they were pushing us outside. And we are standing outside and looking the movies from the outside. But here, mashallah, in my home, my father's home, there is movies, TV. I'm starting movies, Indian movies, looking there. My father became fresh, and this one from there I'm come to Abu Dhabi to Sharjah, because Sharjah, he's exactly living in Sharjah, and my father is working in government of Abu Dhabi there that time, in capital. At that time he have on leave. He said me, we are going to another Sharjah, because I have another wife. He know about it. He told me, because you have other mother here in Sharjah. When we go there, she don't know about me. She's not accepting first. After she's 4 days like this, she is angry and so on. After she is relaxing. This is the now life. What can she do? After that, when I'm living with my father and mother, another mother here, I'm writing letter by Hindi to post office, sending to India. Every month is coming the letters with me and my mother, and sometimes yes, in Hindi, Marathi. I can write now also, can Hindi and Marathi. And after I'm living here, few months I am going every day with my father to his duty. We have camels also before, and the camels we farming, we are going there, and I'm very happy, and everybody happy here because my father don't have the son before, and kids he don't have child. Everybody there, he is like prouding, he is telling everybody, this is my child, this is my child for everybody. And that days I am not forgetting. After a few months he came sick, and they putting in hospital, and he is coming very dangerous. He is sick there, and here telling he don't have the treatment. We took him from the government of the UAE, took from here to Germany, and Germany 15 days he is died. But they not tell me, they told me about my father is died, because I'm very attached my father, because I'm not listening anybody, only attached my father only. Yes, correct, I am that time in the 12 years, but my mind is like 8 years or 6 years, like that time. And that body for him, same flight, when we come back, same flight came here. And my whole family is waiting me as in airport. I don't know why they coming all. They don't tell me about the body, and they will taking. And every day I'm asking my mother, where my father, when? She said he will come, he will come. You have to go to school, you have to go now, next month is starting school, you have to study, your father become happy, you have to study like this. 3 months, 4 months I'm playing with my cousins here, and all playing. Sometime, some children is fighting and beating, looking, kiddings, no? And everybody, they have housemates. Housemates, I beating, housemates, when housemates came and she beat me. I said, will you beat me? No problem. When my father coming, he will beat you. This is the language for the kids. She said, who's your father? Khalas, your father is died. At that time I know is my father died. I'm crying. After I'm crying and come to home, my mother, why are you crying? I said like this. And Baba said, yes, your father is dying. You have to accepting this one, and you have to proud your father, because your father is leave your message for you. Don't leave this country until you finish your schools, and you choose your life in India or here. You have to choose. After that, when is not meaning is hitting India or something. He is telling you how to bring your families, your mother's family to up, not like poor people is living there. After here, I told my mother I have to help my family also there. She said no problem. Monthly you send the money like your father, which he did before. Monthly I'm sending. I'm living here. And what is the funny inside that one? I'm writing in Hindi. This day I will calling for you. You have to sit in phone, and not phone in my house. The another one, labels nearby my house there is phone. They will all waiting before 1 hour, because I am calling there that time. This is the funny that time. Now nothing is there, and but that feeling is very nice. Now there is some people there no feeling, nothing is there. After that one, I am starting my life alone with my mother. Wallah, I'm telling thanks to too much my mother. Really, real mother maybe not did, which is they did for us. Real mother is very difficult, and my mother also very difficult. Each mother they have feeling is something is different. And she's, mashallah, love me, not real his hair son, maybe more than that one. She is still now loving my children also, like real grandmother. In Arabic telling ليست أم اللي ولدت الأم اللي هي ربت, is meaning not only mother is who is born you, which is the mother is teaching you what to, yes, like this. And my mother is very, I love my mother and I dua for my Allah. She is a long life, inshallah, with my children, inshallah, and her life. Yes, yes, all. Not only my father's money or government also helping me. And here also she is not here only she's here also families also, here brothers, sisters, all they helping me in this country. Real, I'm telling, very difficult UAE and government of UAE. I thanks him about this life to give me in UAE. After that, when I'm starting my whole life, 1998, after 10 to 11 years, 99 like this, one letter coming for me that said me, your mother is very sick and you have to see. You have to come and check with your mother and meet your mother. And here, nobody is leaving me from here. How can you go there? And who is bringing you here? Don't go, because your father is writing here letter before he die. And said, okay, no problem. I will go with one Indian guy here who is working here. He will show you where he is like your friend there. And he will, yes, from the Kerala. Very touching with Kerala. My heart is with Kerala also, not only Maharashtra. Yes, his name is Rafiq Babu, his name, Rafiq Babu. No, he is not here now, but I know he is like my like bodyguard. He helping me in Mumbai, because from the Mumbai I have to, because the journey which is doing, I am from the Mumbai to reaching my mom house, there is a big journey. You have to booking first the luxury bus from the Mumbai to Merj to 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. next day, 12 hours. You have to sleep in that luxury, go to Merj. I'm going to the hotel there. I freshing there with that friend, Indian. And after that, when I took the taxi from there to, I'm telling the city, my mother, it's Al Karanji. Maybe around half an hour or 45 minutes by car. I went to there, and 10 years, 10 years, the difference is coming there, seen. I can become, and there is a building also big, young man there. I telling my friend that one, we have to walking from here. I don't want the car. I leave car and we are walking by that city, maybe 1 or 2 kilometers from that station to inside my home. And when I'm walking, I'm remembering my old, every day I'm walking this area, all is in my mind. And when I reach my mother's house, still I know that scene. My grandmother and grandfather, the father of my mother is sitting there, and he is the shaving there. And he looked me, and he was old man, and he asked me, who are you? Tum kon ho? I'm telling, tum humko nahi janta? Said, no. Who are you? He is talking Hindi, but I am trying to making the Hindi scene. तुम कौन हो? मैं बोला तुम मुझे नहीं जानते? नहीं जानते. घर में कौन है? और हाँ घर में है. कौन है? लेडीज़ है. बस थोड़ा लेडीज़ को बुलाओ, देखो. बाद में after that one my mother sister came. She came outside. She's also asking, because you know she is hearing inside. She is asking, तुम बोलो आपका नाम क्या है? बाद में हम पहचानेंगे तुमको. मैंने बोला कि देखो मेरा चेहरा देख के बोलो कि कौन है, मैं जो पहचान जाओ. नहीं, तुम्हारा जब तक आप नाम नहीं बताओगे नहीं बोलेगी. After few minutes came my mother also outside. Very difficult that after 10 years, 11 years I saw my mother. I want hugging and this one, but yes, I can control them myself. But when she's asking also, तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? बोलो भाई, बाद में बोलेगा. I am telling, I am not your भाई. हम तुम्हारा भाई नहीं है, हम तुम्हारा बेटा हैं. And she is not accepting. She is very crying, and she is too much is sound is crying. There is crying, and she is hugging me. I am hugging. That feeling is very difficult. Very, very difficult, that meaning. And my house is small, and 10 o'clock morning, very bright, that area is coming there. But when all people area is coming running, what happened in that home? When running and they are telling, son of my mother, that the lady is coming there, and all is coming and looking me. Something is like one is coming from the other world. Another world is coming here, one person. They're looking, and that timing, the brighting is coming like midnight. Black is coming, because there's, the small light is in my home. And everybody asking, you know me, you remember me, like this. I'm telling you, yes, your name is this, your name. I remember them, but I forget that Marathi language. But Marathi language, slowly, I come back again. Now I know about that Marathi also. That time, very happy my mother, this one, and I'm taking treatment for my mother. And alhamdulillah, is very nice that time. This is in 99. From the 99, I'm starting to came my mother monthly, early I'm coming there, and I bringing the gifts for 2000. I'm trying to get my money from my father's house and my father's money, and I build here the small house for here. I advise come to UAE. She said no. I have mothers, sisters here. You have to come here. You have to come here, sit with us. I said no. Now my life is from there. I have to there live. And 2001 I married here from the UAE. After married also same. Every time 2000 I'm also worked, and I come to employing monthly. I am sending money from my salary. My mother here and living here. Alhamdulillah, 2002 I have one child, kids, boy, name is SALEM. After that, when I'm living here to 2014, I child coming late daughter, and 2019 coming my son, name is Saif, and daughter is Fatma. I have three kids, and I am very happy in this life. I am very happy, and I thanks for the UAE governments, thanks for Indian governments, because I'm born there and they care about me here in UAE. Because I'm telling everybody for thank you for this moment and this life they give me.
Shukran Emarat, brought to you by Federal Bank, an initiative by Gulf Matimum.